away now. Oh. Go away. Hi, my name is Brooke, aka String Theory. I love to crochet, and this year I'm making my own crochet business. I literally can't believe I'm saying that. It feels so surreal to actually be making a video and holding myself accountable and making this happen. So yes, I plan on making my crochet into a small business, and by that I mean I'm starting from scratch. I have no inventory, I have no market plans, I don't even know what I'm going to be making and selling at these markets, but I know that it's gonna happen. And one of the reasons that I wanna make this video is because I don't want to chicken out, and I really wanna take this step, face my fears, and try, right? Because all we can do is try. I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know if I'm going to succeed or fail, but I do know that I wanna try. So this is step 0. I can't even call it step 1. This is step 0 of my journey to creating a small business. And so if you are interested in seeing this journey, I ask kindly that you like and subscribe, stick around. I'd love for you to be a part of this amazing experience, this new chapter of my life that I'm starting today. If you see this mark right here, my dog got really excited a second ago while we were hanging out. So don't mind that, I'm fine. It's just some signs of excitement from my puppy. Anyways, for some background, a little bit about me is I've been crocheting for 3 years now. And before that, I was actually making finger knit blankets. I was a little low on funds, and I'm a gift giver, and I wanted to have something that I was able to give to people that I love. And so I decided to try finger knitting blankets. I don't know if I heard it from someone or I saw it on social media, but the idea came to me. I made a lot of blankets that first year and for the next couple of years because people loved them so much, and I loved making the finger knit blankets. And so I thought to myself, I'm doing it with my fingers. I wonder if I would be able to do it with a hook instead. And it was really hard at first. Oh my gosh, if you remember your first day trying to crochet, it was like my hands couldn't do what my brain was telling it to. But once I got the hang of it, I fell in love with crocheting. I spend every waking moment crocheting or thinking about what I want to crochet in the future. And so I thought to myself, why don't I make some money off of this thing that I'm doing, that I'm good at, and that I love spending time doing? And this was just a distant dream for a long time, thinking about, actually selling the stuff that I make. But this year, I actually crocheted all of my Christmas gifts for all of my friends and family. You can actually go watch that video. I have it posted from December. It was a lot of work, but I had so much fun making things for other people and getting to see other people enjoying my creations. Actually getting to make something that other people will love and enjoy. And so I think that what I did over Christmas this year is really what pushed me to take the plunge and take the first step in creating a small business for my crochet. I think that now is a good time for me to take this next step and try this out because, for one thing, I've been teaching for 4 years now, and I feel very confident in my career. I know what I'm doing. I don't really take a lot of work home anymore. So that part of my brain that was taken over by figuring out what the heck I'm doing in my classroom, that's kind of taken care of. So I have more brain space to share with other hobbies now. I also just feel more confident in my abilities as a crocheter now. I am proud of the work that I gave as gifts, and I have made some really cool stuff recently, and I think that my work has value. Are you like, hey, what the heck? I just got these from Goodwill. I don't know what's on these. As I was saying, what was I saying? I feel like my work, my creations have value now, and they would actually be something that people want to buy. So now is a great time to start trying to sell. I also want to make this happen this year because I don't want to give myself an opportunity to talk myself out of it. I tend to get these really amazing ideas and get really excited about something and then decide that it's scary and not end up doing it. And I'm not gonna let that happen this time. I'm going to face my fears, reach for the stars. Oh my gosh, I sound so nerdy, but I'm going to face my fears and I'm going to try. I don't care if not one person buys what I make, which we'll get to what I'm scared of in a second, but I don't care if I fail. I just want to try, and I want to be able to say that I did my best. I put myself out there, and even if it didn't work, the fact that I tried is good enough for me. And so that brings me to all of the feelings that I'm feeling about starting my own crochet business. I think that it is 50% excitement and 50% fear. And so some of the things that I'm worried about, kind of scared about in regards to starting my own business is, one, what if no one buys anything? What if they walk up to my little, my little tent and they look at what I have on the table and they kind of make one of these faces? Or they give me like a, oh, you did your best look and don't end up buying anything. I have, hundreds and hundreds of items left over after a market because no one's interested, right? That's what everyone's worried about. But I do know there will be someone, either at the first market, the second market, the third market, that does enjoy what I have and does understand the pricing and that it takes a long time and that, it's a handmade item. So it's not going to be $1 like what you can get on Shein. But there will be someone that appreciates my work. Which takes me to number 2. I worry that people will look at what I make and not understand why it's priced at what it's priced at. Now, I'm a fairly quick crocheter and I plan to pay myself a decent wage, not livable because I'm gonna be doing it as a side hustle. I'm going to be paying myself based on how much time I'm putting into the projects. And so I know that people can buy beanies from the dollar store or plushies from the dollar store and get them for super cheap, but I hope that the people that end up coming around my booth understand that crochet is a slow process and it takes time and patience, and truthfully, if you're not a crocheter, you can't do what I have in my booth. So it's worth something. I know that. I hope that people come around knowing that. And those are the people that I want to buy from me because they appreciate the work that I put in. A new fear that I didn't think would be something I'd be worried about, but has recently come up in my old noggin, is that I'm not as good as some of the other crocheters that I, see on social media. And I know that these people are famous and popular on social media for a reason. It's because they're really good at what they do. But I also know that it took them time to get there. And so I have to be willing to give myself that time and give myself the grace to work on my craft, get better, and hopefully get to the same point that they're at. For example, I love Life with Laurie. I love Cameron. You guys know all of these crocheters that make the most beautiful items and do such a good job at what they do. I hope to be as good at crocheting as they are one day, but until then, I need to be happy with where I'm at and what I'm capable of, because I know that what I can do is something special. The last thing I'm worried about, a fear that I have, is turning something that I love doing into work. Now, luckily, I don't have to rely on crochet to pay my bills. I'm still going to be a teacher and I'm still going to have a full-time job in addition to doing this work. But I also know that I have an expectation for myself to make a certain amount of inventory, go do all the stuff that needs to be done in order to give this business a fighting chance. There's some things that I have to do, time I have to put in, work I have to do. And so there probably will be some things that I have to do rather than want to do that maybe I won't enjoy. And I know that that's part of owning a small business. You got to do some of the dirty work, the boring work, but I hope that that doesn't get in the way of the enjoyment that I get out of crocheting. And I don't think it will, because I'm not going to be putting in 8 hours a day. I'm giving myself plenty of time to build an inventory slowly so that I don't lose the joy of crocheting. Now that I've talked about some of the things I'm worried about, I want to tell you what is keeping me going, what is getting me so excited about this process. The first thing, sorry, I'm looking at my little notes here because I get so excited when I'm making videos. I forget what I'm supposed to say. I forget what I'm thinking. But one thing I'm really excited about is putting myself in a position, in a space where I get to meet and make friends, hopefully, with other people who love to create. The people that I've seen on social media, and even just people that I've met at markets that I go to as a patron, are so kind, and they just love what they do, and they are happy about the process. They're not, they're not only worried about making money, which I don't think that there will be anyone around me in the foreseeable future that will think like that, but they just love what they do, and they make really cool stuff. And I'm so excited to put myself in a space where I am one of those people, and I get to share my passion with other people who are sharing their passion with me. I think that that's just so fun and so exciting, and something that I am really, really excited about in regards to starting my business. I'm also really excited to use my time to make things that other people will love and enjoy. I've made a lot of stuff for myself. I'm tired of making stuff for myself. It's, I get the joy of seeing it, wow, that's cool. And then, that's it. I get to enjoy it. No one else really gets to. But if I'm making stuff for other people, I get to see someone's face light up when they see an item in my booth and buy it, and know that is going to a home that the item will be loved and cherished and appreciated. And I think that's just so cool. I also really look forward to just trying something new and facing my fears. I'm someone who is a forever learner. I love to learn new things. I love to try new things, but usually I love to do it in a safe way where there's not a lot at stake. There's not a lot that could happen if I don't end up loving it or being good at it. Usually I take safe steps forward and learn new things in a comfortable way. That's not too much pressure on me. But this is definitely pressure. I'm taking a video, I'm buying stuff, I'm going to put in hundreds of hours of work into my inventory. And so there's a lot at stake here. And I'm actually excited to face my fears, put myself in a place where I'm uncomfortable, but hopefully I find that things end up working out. And so I'm really excited to be pushing myself to try something new with the hopes that things go well. And even if they don't, again, I tried. And that takes me to how excited I am to share this process in a space where other people can learn from my successes and failures and maybe get to have this opportunity for themselves. If you are interested in creating your own crochet business, craft business, whatever it is, or even if you're just thinking about trying something new and you're scared, I hope that this video is your sign to do it. Try it at least once and see if it works out, because who knows, maybe this will be something special and something that ends up working out really well for me, something that I love and enjoy and end up being good at. So with that being said, I really hope you do stick around. I'm going to be trying to get into my first market in June, and leading up to then, I'm going to be making lots of different videos showing all the different parts and pieces of trying to build this crochet business, whether it comes to creating my display, making inventory, finding markets, all of those things I plan on sharing with you guys. So I hope you stick around. like and subscribe so that you can be a part of this journey too. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm so excited. I am scared, but this is happening. This is step 0 and we're doing it. All right, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.